when you're of a particular complexion. Beauty is a very superficial industry.
Yeah.
When people see a thumbnail, they're like, I'm not interested. She doesn't look like me. You're not racially ambiguous. I can pass as something else. Exposed me to a lot of very closed-minded people. Oh, I'm white, but I love your videos. Girl, what?
Jackie Aina, the digital creator who took her passion for cosmetics and made millions. Beginning her journey on YouTube, her advocacy has inspired inclusion for people of color in the fashion and beauty industries. Influential, innovative, empowering. Jackie Aina spoke at BTF, Europe's largest diverse tech event, held every October in the iconic city of London. In 2023, live on stage, this legend spoke at BTF to share her journey and progress. This is what happened.
Career it's been absolutely amazing watching you grow and just watching you like live in this success. And what would you say has been the biggest challenge you faced building your career, and how did you overcome it?
Being black. I cannot overcome being black because I'm gonna be black today, I'm gonna be black tomorrow, I'm gonna be black when I'm gone. So every day I just have to live in my blackness and just figure out how to navigate life. And especially when you're of a particular complexion.
Yeah.
I think that's been the biggest, especially because beauty is a very superficial industry.
Yeah.
So a lot of times when people see a thumbnail, they're like, I'm not interested. She doesn't look like me. You know, I'm not racially ambiguous. I can pass as something else. And so unfortunately, it exposed me to a lot of very closed-minded people.
Yeah.
I would get like really interesting comments. Like when I started to go like mainstream and my content really took off, this was honestly before women in beauty who look like me like were able to do that. And I would get comments and people would be like, oh, I'm white, but I love your videos. And I'd be like, girl, what? What do you mean, but? Like, I'm confused. Like, I watch white YouTubers all the time. Like, huh? Or they'd be like, oh, my friends make fun of me because I watch you. I'm not
really?
black.
Oh, that was a bad friend.
That's how people think.
Yeah.
But what's crazy is, like, black people literally watch everybody.
This is it. That's so
We
true.
literally watch everybody. We support everybody.
That is so true.
Maybe a little too much.
A lot. We might need to gatekeep
a little bit.
We do.
Like, I don't know.
That's a whole other conversation for another day. We do.
Close that cookout.
Yes, exactly. Stop inviting everybody to
Close the cookout and start taking them to Whole Foods, okay? Take them to Whole Foods. Take them to Erewhon, okay? Tell them that's what a cookout is.
Exactly. All right, lovely. So your first video on YouTube came out in 2009, right?
Yes. Technically, yes.
And what inspired you to get into YouTube?
Depression.
Okay.
Depression, and I was going through a lot. Like at that time I was really going through a lot emotionally, like just midlife crisis vibes, early 20s, just like, where's my life going? I needed a distraction. And to be quite honest with you, it just so happened that it kind of just over time took off. But it wasn't at all where I was like thinking at the time. Like it was just like I was just going through it, looking for a community, looking for a way to express myself, and I found that through YouTube.
That's amazing. And when it did start taking off, did you see it building the career it's built for you now?
No, not at all. No.
Really?
I didn't think, well, because you have to remember, in 2009, nobody knew where social media in general was going. So I didn't foresee it. I was just like, this is something fun that I like doing. If I can make money off of it, great. If not, I'm not counting on it. It's just there. And I just kind of went with it.
Yeah, but then interestingly enough though, with your videos, did you ever think of having like a niche? Because at the time you started, obviously looking back at beauty with black women, it's more like we can't use certain colors of eyeshadows and our colors have to be dull and certain shades didn't suit us. But your first videos, you're very colorful in them. Was that intentional?
Yeah, that kind of was my niche.
Yeah.
Because if any of you guys have been on social media as long as I have, there was a time where like, this is gonna sound like a hot take, but I promise you, you had to be there. It is not a hot take. So in 2009, like black girls specifically were not really like into makeup like that.
No, we weren't,
at all. It was like natural hair, natural hair, natural hair, natural hair. nobody cared.
Yeah.
Like they were there, but it was like a really small sub community.
Yeah.
I think of like the Black beauty atmosphere. Yeah. And it was obviously wildly popular because people were buying products, but it wasn't as, I think, prioritized.
Yeah.
So at that time, I was like, well, I don't want to show people stuff that we've already seen on dark skin. Like, I want to show people like how to push the envelope a little bit further, how to wear color, how to wear reds, how to wear this, how to sculpt, how to, you know, accentuate your facial structure. Those are always the things that I felt like when I went to a makeup counter, people were telling me not to do under the guise of, well, you're Black, you don't need makeup. And there was always like, I was always met with that. Yeah. And so it just got so annoying. And then that was kind of like another subdivision of why I started my channel. Yeah. Because I was like, well, honestly, nobody's teaching me how to do this stuff. I'm going to just figure it out and show people as I go. And that's what I did. Yeah. So that kind of was my niche, was showing people, dark-skinned people specifically, how to do things that otherwise you'd see on like an Asian skin tone or like someone who's white, and like tweaking it for your complexion.
Yeah, that's amazing. And like the company you worked for at the time, you worked for a makeup brand. We wouldn't say the name, just where I'm going with the question.
Don't say his name?
No, we wouldn't say the name.
Okay.
But did you feel as though at work, being a makeup artist, you could be as expressive as you were on your YouTube? Or was it like restrictions in terms of?
No, they didn't exist back then.
Okay.
So it was kind of like when jobs, I would say a year after I started my YouTube channel, that's when jobs were like, you do social media or you work for us. And it was like they would make you choose. So that started to happen before, like I got in earlier before that. People were made to make a choice. Okay. So I didn't really have to. Okay. However, there weren't company policies in place at the time. Okay. But it doesn't necessarily mean I wasn't like met with a little haterism. Like it was just like people was kind of hating. It was just like, don't be mad the girls are in here asking for me and I'm new. Sorry. Like, why you being a hater?
Exactly. Did you end up quitting them?
That? Yeah, it was kind of like, it's almost like hazing a little bit. Yeah. Like, it was like they, like some of my, not all of them, but some of the people that I worked with were not as like friendly about it. But it wasn't like a boss was telling you, you can't do this. It was just kind of like, ew, why are you doing
That's definitely the spirit of hateration.
Oh,
yeah.
Beyond.
That's a lot.
And then being the only Black girl there was...
Oh gosh, that's a whole other thing. That's a whole other thing.
But yeah, it was like they would say it, they would say it without really saying it. Can y'all hear me okay? Y'all can hear me good, right? Okay, perfect.
Love it. And when did you make the decision to go full time? Did you quit?
Technically, no. Okay. So my transition from being like in the workforce and also in the military at the time and a full-time content creator was kind of circumstantial, not intentional. Like I'm putting in my 2 weeks. It just so happened that like this opportunity would not work out, or it just so happened that this door would open, and it just kind of naturally happened. But it didn't take me until year 6.
Oh wow! To go full time,
and it was not even balling like that. Like it was just like, okay, like I don't gotta ask my parents for money, but like I still need more of it. Yeah. And like I don't have to have a day job, but like I'd still like
need
more money. Like, it was like, okay, I can sort of sustain myself. Yeah. So that was year 6 for me.
That's amazing. I was gonna say as well, one of the things I absolutely loved about your videos was how honest you always were.
Yeah.
You were very
honest.
When it is about advocating for people of color in the beauty industry, that was your thing. And one of my when I knew that you really do practice what you preach, was I can't remember what the situation was, but there was a brand that came up with, you know, a range for Black, darker skin tones and everything. And there was another YouTuber who's big as well and I think she didn't get the package, or she wasn't on their PR or something like that. And I think when she did her video, she said how you had kind of shared your package with her. I can't remember who it is.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. I have done that before.
Yeah.
I don't remember which particular launch you're talking about, but yeah, girl, get the views. Like, if you didn't get the package, I mean,
That's amazing. So
it doesn't hurt. Like, I don't lose nothing from like, here, I have it, use it. Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Want to see Legends in Progress? Get your tickets for BTF now. Want more? Here's another video for you to watch.